Hello everybody and welcome back to Knaveswell Farm Extended. We've got a very big day ahead of us today because we've got to go and cut, I think, 3 fields of grass. We're going to use, and some of you may disagree with this, we're going to use the Krone Big M. So, it's a big machine and I know it probably isn't really in keeping with the area or the map, but I just can't really resist using it. So, yes, that's what we're going to cut the fields with. And to pick it up again, we're going to use this trailed forager. And I think this is going to be better than renting a great big self-propel one. It's a bit unnecessary really. This is the John Deere 3765 and I'm hoping it's going to work very well. You can also attach a trailer to the back of it, so we don't have to have anyone alongside us if we don't want to. So this should work very well. But yeah, this is just going to be parked up here today. Next time we will be using this. So I'll just put that there. And yeah, here we go. The Krone Big M 500. Looking forward to using this again. I think the last time I used it was it Sandy Bay? Or I might have used it on here once, possibly. But yes, it's a nice thing to use. It's also very loud, so hopefully the volume is okay. Let's put those beacons on. So yes, as I have called it in the past, it is my spaceship. It just feels like you're driving a spaceship or flying a spaceship when you're in it, because you can't really see where you're going. We're just following the road. Yes, but yeah, it's a good piece of equipment, and we've got a lot of stuff to be doing. That fly always gets me. It's a sound effect in the map, but it sounds like it's here in real life. There is, I think, 3 fields. Yeah, 3 fields. Because field number 70 is a wheat field. But although there's only 3, there's still a lot to do. Now I have decided what we're going to do with it. It's not going to be hay, I don't think. I don't think we're going to need any hay just yet. Unless we do just one smaller field as hay, I'm not too sure. I've overshot in my spaceship. I've got the spaceship stuck. How have I done that? I'm going to stick with the out of cab view. It's a lot easier, although not as realistic. Yes, maybe we can have just one of the fields as hay, I'm not too sure. Is that the way in? It could be. I got very confused yesterday when we got to here. Yes, and apparently there is a mod you have to download for this. I've actually downloaded it, but it hasn't made any difference. I'm not too sure why. In fact, yes, I probably should look into this a bit more. I'll go and see if I can sort it out. Okay, so yeah, I've just checked. The mod is definitely installed, but still, it's not working. So I'm going to put it down to the work in progress of the map. But if anyone does have anything to say about this, then I'd really appreciate the help. But yeah, I've got the mod installed, so it should really be working. Not too sure, but it doesn't really matter anyway for today. Yeah, if we head backwards, we'll start off with field number 78, because that actually joins on to 77, and 77 probably does join to 76, so yeah, this is the easiest way to go. But if we are going to do hay, we do need to change the mode. There's 2 different modes on here. One of them will sort of join up as a windrow, a swath. The other one will spread it out evenly. I suppose, as this is the smallest field of them all, this should be the one we bale as hay. So we'll unfold it, and I'll make sure we've got it on the correct setting. It says enable wide spreading. That's what we're going to do. And when we do field 77 and 76, we'll have it on the swath mode. So here goes. Hopefully the sound isn't going to be too loud. Such a good piece of equipment though. I think the first time I used this was in Sandy Bay, and that wasn't until about February of this year. The mod itself has been out for quite a long time, but I never really took any notice of it, which was a big mistake. It's a mod which everybody should download, it's so good. Oh, this is where it gets trickier. Be careful. Definitely not ideal for this field. I was thinking more field 77 because that's really big. We've gone around the headland once and we've pretty much done the whole field. I can see why lots of people are saying don't use it, but I like using it and we've got a lot to do. So yeah, I don't know. Four-wheel drive does help, definitely. Spin around here. And already the final section is just here. We'll hoover it up. There we go. Right, so before we move on, I'm going to change the mode. So basically we close those flaps and it will auger it out to the centre. We'll fold it up and we'll just go through here. I don't think it'll fit with it down, so yeah, we'll just go through like this. And we're here. Thank you very much for everyone's response yesterday regarding the animals in the XML file. I did ask if you wanted me to buy them again or if we should just re-add them from version 1 into the game through the XML file. Most people have said XML file, definitely, more realistic. I agree, because we wouldn't have lost the animals in the first place. So yeah, that is what I'll do. For next week, I'll add the exact number of animals back into the map from what we had last time, from the previous series. It's working very well. There is a load of logs in the river, just down there. I wonder if you can sell the logs there, or if it's just a little feature where there's been a bit of deforestation and a few have rolled in. It looks like you might be able to sell them. And we're joining up at the beginning. Headland number 1 completed, and just a few more to go. Cracking on well, pretty much done now. We've only gone around the headland once because it didn't really need to be done more than once. When it comes to combining, a lot of people say go around 3 times, and I tend to. When it comes to mowing, I'm not too sure really. I suppose it depends on the width of the machine. With this one being so wide, I couldn't really see the need of doing that. So I've just gone around once. Trying to keep it as straight as possible, but clearly that isn't working too well. But it's okay. Yeah, we get the job done. And I think really today we're going to be able to start picking this up again, because we haven't really spent much time doing this. And there's a lot of time left in this episode. I want to get as much done as possible anyway, because I want to keep moving through the different jobs. Got a lot to do. It's not so you come out of cab view, so you see how much you're missing each time, or how much you're not missing. And there we go. There's a tiny little triangle left. Like I said before, you always get left with a triangle. Always seems to be the case if it's not a square field. But that's that done. Now for the final field, field number 76. And it is actually possible to get into field number 76 from the road. You have to go through the yard though. In fact, yeah, that might be the only way in. I don't think you can cut across. Go back through 78, through here onto the road and, oh, not through the hedge, through the yard. This is the moment when the machinery looks too big. And it is far too big for this map, but I just couldn't really resist using it again. Here we are, yeah. Again, this is quite a small field. Field 70, the arable field, that's pretty big. Pretty much done. Just got this tiny bit left to do, and considering the size of this field, I think really it's made quite a neat job of it, because it's obviously a massive machine. Didn't quite fit through there. And we're done. So if we switch it off, we'll fold it up, we'll take it back to the store where it's rented from. Obviously we can't afford it. Very, very expensive thing, this. I can't remember exactly, but I know it's like a crazy number. Crazy figure, yeah, 256. I suppose, yeah, you can justify it because it's huge. But for us, that is obviously way too expensive. So all we need to do now is get a trailer and our forager. We can begin to collect some of this. I just took the wrong turning and ended up in a pub car park. I don't think the pub owners would be very happy that I've just turned up in a great big Krone Big M. But, I don't know, maybe they thought they were going to get a big order of beer. No, we drove off without buying anything. They will be angry. Okay, so here we are. Put it. Oh no, not in there. Do you see what I mean? This thing is like a spaceship. Can't see anything. Too many blind spots. We'll move this out of the way. It's so much quieter. And return 20 litres of diesel, £20. £1 a litre. Good, so yeah, all we need to do is get, I can't remember which trailer would be the best for this, I'm not too sure. I think, yeah, we're just going to have a look and we'll see what's best. I would have thought we'd end up using the Stuart trailer, because the Marshall one, not the Marston, the Marshall one will be too small, and it's not the correct trailer with the sides. We need the silage sides. So yeah, Stuart trailer it is. There's the Marshall one, and I think the Stuart one is down here. Yep. It does have the fence attached. I was hoping to do this as like an all-in-one thing, but I'm not too sure what will be easier. What would be easier? We could have this alongside, or we could just tow the trailer. Whoa, that is weird. Why is that through there? I think that must have been an incorrect collision or something. We'll put that here, and we'll try and reverse this up to the trailer. Turning round might be a bit of an issue. Hopefully it will attach. Yes, that barn is causing a bit of an issue. Right, so it's on. Big setup, very big. Hopefully the tractor is powerful enough, because it's a big trailer and it's got to tow it and power the forager. So fingers crossed it'll be okay. I just need to be able to turn around somewhere. I think we're going to have to go right to the end of here. Brilliant. Right, so to the field. Here we are. This is field number 76, the smallest one. At least it's probably the same size actually as 78. But let's begin. We need to first of all unfold the forager. Just hope it's going to work. I've never used this before, but it's got very good reviews. And I think the pickup, yes, the whole lot lowers, the whole frame. And then, yep, that would work if we had the right trailer. Yep, that's good. So, does that work? Hopefully. Fantastic. So yeah, I've never really used the trailed foragers before. I've never really thought of it, to be honest. But it seems to work quite well. And amazingly, this tractor does have enough power. You've got to stay perfectly in line, otherwise we're going to miss loads. And that is filling up so quickly. It's going to be quite frustrating actually, because that silage pit doesn't seem to be working and we need it. So, issues, definitely issues. Right, can the tractor power it uphill? We should have gone with a bigger tractor, probably the FENDT 820. We can always change it over. It can move, it's moving, but it's not very impressive. So yeah, basically, I think the thing I would say about this forager is it's good, the texture is brilliant, sounds good, and it's all functioning except for one thing. You can't see the grass going up the pickup, which doesn't matter too much, it's just something I've noticed. But everything about the textures is spot on. Right, so I've gone to the effort of bringing the FENDT to the field because this tractor is struggling. It's okay. It can do it, just about. But it's not ideal at all. So we're going to transfer it over. And the FENDT is going to take over. But I might still use the John Deere because I don't know if I'm going to stick with this setup. I don't know if we're going to always have the trailer on the back, because we can drive alongside. So, we'll have to see. But we're going to fill this trailer up today. It's pretty much full actually. I was hoping to go anti-clockwise to finish off. That is a lot better. If only the pickup was slightly wider, or if the swath was slightly thinner, narrower, then yes, it'd be perfect. It's very easy to miss a bit at the moment. And we are full. So, yeah, the setup now is perfect. That is good. Horsepower is good, the forage is good, and the trailer is good. It's just the silage pit over at the farm doesn't seem to be working correctly. And I am expecting there to be a few issues, considering this map isn't even out yet. So this is not a criticism, and it might even be me that's at fault. I have installed the mod though, which should fix this. I'm not sure. Maybe it's for show, but I doubt it because you can walk through it and there's many layers. So I don't know. I really don't know. I suppose we could put it in a placeable heap or take it to the other farm, which we might have to start off doing. I don't think there's another pit here. No. So for today, we'll have to take it back to Knaveswell store. It's not very far, so it doesn't really matter. I'll try and get it fixed for next week if I can do. So we'll pull forward. We'll turn the engine off on the FENDT. we'll go over to the John Deere and get it hitched onto the trailer. But that is a good load there. It's incredible. Fantastic haul of silage. And there's a lot more to come. There we go. And yeah, I must say actually, yesterday's video, I'm so pleased about how positive the response was to it, because I thought it was going to have quite a bad response considering the whole episode I was just tidying up. But no, it was actually one of my best, amazingly. So thank you to everyone. I'm pleased that you're still enjoying these videos. Yeah, I'm just, ready for FS17. Can't wait for it. Been doing FS15 videos for over a year and a half, so it's time we changed. It's a nice swampy area, that. I don't think it was there at all on version 1, because this was like the edge of the map. There was a hedge across the road here, so it's really opened it up. Can't wait for the release, because although you can see the map on these videos, it's kind of teasing you because you can't play it yourself. I'm not trying to rub it in. I honestly do wish that it was released, but yeah, clearly all the effort's being put in to make it perfect. No point in rushing a map out. So this pit should work. I honestly don't know why the other one doesn't work. And yeah, we're going to have to get a loader or something to push all this back. But for today, and in fact this week on Knaveswell Farm, we're done. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and we'll return next Friday for another episode on this map. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.